What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Anime 343 here, and oh boy, yesterday was just a freaking shit show. I mean, freaking people right and left have been accusing me of actually being a freaking pedo or shit like that. And quite frankly, I am just super pissed off about it. So I just wanted to talk to me and my friends about this, try to see if we can come up with solutions on how to actually, combat this whole freaking situation if they ever tend to show up. I mean, heck. Hold on, let me get a little light here. There we go. Now you guys can be able to see me. Well, anyway. But in all seriousness, if anybody ever actually freaking goes and sees this video by Claymore Cartoons, Claymore is a liar, okay? He's nothing more than a fake Twitter activist Puritan that actually gets off on trying to actually freaking, Oh, we got a guest. Oh, we got Nathan this time. Hold on, dude.
Yeah, I had to come back off and for you to see me, I guess.
What's up, dude?
Not much. Turns out I might have COVID again.
Oh, that sucks.
May have it. I may have the beer bug again. I'm still waiting for the test to come back, but that's never pleasant. Like I remember the last time I had it, it was a bitch.
Yeah, I already got one, so I feel ya. Besides, all I gotta say is getting the beer bug sucks ass.
Yep. But
But anyway,
yeah, you were saying you were accused of something, by the way. Like people have been coming after you again.
yeah. In fact, people have actually been calling me a P to the E to the D to the O.
Oh, for the love. Yeah. I have a response to that usually. I haven't been called that, but if I ever do, I have this response. Prove it. You see you next Tuesday. That's all
That's
I
what
ask
I
you.
try to say, but they don't actually have any proof to back up their claims. It's all fucking like this freaking bullshit about like, oh, you gotta believe my words, man.
Well, a person's word isn't that credible anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Because where's where's the evidence? Where's the facts? Where's the proof? Hey, Shiny. But in all seriousness, sadly, the Lady Shadow can't join us today, as much as freaking says he's gonna hang out in the chat. But oh, fucking Christ, that is so freaking true.
Cock-a-doodle pussy.
In there, Dio.
Now, just so you know, apparently Dee Dee cannot make it because she is cutting potatoes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
Okay. Hold on. I gotta do something here real quick. I gotta find Shiny and give him the link as well. So give me a minute. I will be right with you. And here we go.
so I want to kind of talk about Resident Resident Evil, the TV, supposed TV adaptation, or the Abomination to be more precise. Where, get ready for this, okay? In the adaptation, alright, we get things like I was watching Zootopia porn. And we also get things like race swapping, because of course we do. We get the dumbest hetero kid moments in this series. And it's so bad that even Japan is looking at it and like, this sucks. This is garbage.
Anyway, I gotta say it, dude. Freaking these Puritans, these Twitter Puritans, have been freaking lying about me.
Oh, hi Nip, hi Shiny, and Shadow, why aren't you here?
Oh, Shadow says he's actually just gonna sit in the chat today because he doesn't really feel like coming out to the. Hold on, I'm gonna let Nep on. I gotta freaking let Nep on here. So
Alright.
let me just freaking let me send a link to Nep so he can join us.
Oh yeah, with the whole Puritan thing, I've seen it, and I'm not really going to get involved because I don't want to associate myself with that for obvious reasons. But I mean, I can't because my Twitter is banned or suspended rather, so I can't go on my Dionysus channel anymore, my Dionysus account anymore. But hey, Nep. But one thing I do want to thought that though is I seen when you posted it in the not chat, the server, and yeah, it's absolutely disgusting what they're trying to do. All I can say though is just ignore it because he's going to be the one that outs himself. He's going to be the one to make himself look like the clown. What they're wanting to do is try to make you into the lol cow, the next Christian. And if you react, you will be playing into their hand. So if you ignore them and just continue your life, then they will have nothing. All they do is make 10 videos calling you a pee pee poo poo head, and no one's going to really pay
Hold on a second.
attention.
Wait. Can I get context what they're just trying to do to Miss Enemy now? I can't
Yeah,
keep up because I don't really have a Twitter account, so
unfortunately, if you're I actually am thankful for you, Nep, because you don't really have a freaking Twitter account because God forbid that place
I've
is
been
just.
banned multiple times. So just because I kept being
Oh,
honest to these people, so I
But yeah, I
Okay,
can.
there's this one dude by the name of freaking what I want to say there, Claymore Cartoons. He actually made this disgusting video on me, calling me a freaking pedo because God forbid, if he actually freaking if he actually pretty much, if he actually have so much as a freaking what I want to say there, have an interest in drawings, then you're actually considered a pedo.
so in other words, the drawings I draw, I'm such a pedo then. Oh no! When are you gonna call the cops on my ass? Lol.
That's what's funny is every time these idiots say, "Well, I did call the police," yeah, and they
They're
told you
having.
never call them again, you dumbass.
That's the thing
Don't.
I keep saying multiple times. The people who do this stuff, I wonder, do the law punish them for doing it, or they?
I think it's more so like, sir, we take care of real people, not little cartoons, so why don't you go back to bed and get ready for school in the morning because only a 5-year-old would have such a stupid ass little hissy
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah. Also, people were calling me like the equivalent of EDP 445 as well.
I saw that. I just now I just look up your name on Google and I saw that. I'm like, what the? You seriously? You people seriously going out doing that shit? Do you have any friends? Do
No.
you?
No, they don't, because God forbid they if they had friends, they would actually be imaginary. I'm
It's
actually
even
taking a
sadder.
lot.
It's even sadder. Even imagining friends that want nothing to do with you. That's even how bad it gets.
See, here's just funny. It's cute when little Timmy, little Susie does it because, aw, cute, adorable. But when you're a morbidly obese 20-year-old neckbeard with pronouns and pink hair, doing it, that's, well, hi, Christian 2.0.
Ooh. Yeah, and then like I actually have this like freaking one person that actually has a Mirror the Succubus profile pic, actually saying that I'm actually a neck beard and shit like that. And I don't look anything like that.
No, you actually have a full-on beard, as opposed to these people
I
who
mean,
can't grow a beard.
the sad thing is, I have a peach fuzz, and these people can't even ask themselves like, wait, they're not even the maturity of the same age range that I am. I'm like, dude, if I'm mature enough when I was younger to find my way back home, and you
Hey.
somehow back to immaturity, I don't know, man. I don't want to take you seriously. as an
And
adult.
Just ridiculous.
hey,
Anyway,
Shiny, welcome to the stream.
Oh, Shiny, Eevee.
Yeah, since I heard about the Claymore situation, but yet he still had that my private photo on his post because he body shamed me while he threatened to try to go against a family member of mine.
Wow.
It's during the time when who was around trying to cause a lot of drama.
Ah, fat
and
bastard.
here's the thing. Freaking Claymore Cartoons actually has over 1,000 subscribers, whereas I'm almost hitting 300. Well, I was actually hitting almost like 330. Don't you think that's actually considered punching down?
Remember, guys. Remember, these are these YouTubers who will talk about how bad YouTube is when it comes to not going out to quantum TV. But yet the irony is, yet these same channels that's bigger than a lot of people want to censor and remove people off the internet for retarded reasons. I don't know why.
And even though this who been trying to go after me a lot, and guess what? With the situation with Kick Vic and all this stuff,
Oh
they
yeah.
admit themselves they're basically pedal defenders over Damon Mills.
See, it's even more funny in the past. I have antis literally decide to call me a pedo over a game series I like called the Hyperdimension Neptune series. It's a game on Steam. You could look it up. It's an Idea
Yep,
Factory game.
I
And
got almost all the games.
I'm just looking at these grown adults who are literally losing their shit about me in the past about having a Pulp Fiction Lottie characters. I'm not gonna like. Should I put my real face and real name out there? Should I put my real location right there? Am I right? Should I put my credit card and social security information out there for everyone to see? Since everyone want me to be real so badly. No.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, but these people, they just love taking our words and freaking taking it out of context.
Yeah, and that relates to the situation how Lady Tora kind of I could say this made my boss and my coworkers became wimps, and then I was forced to walk out.
Jesus, that's some
That's why
scum
I
shit.
stopped working with them anymore because they're just being cowards. They're trying to stand their grounds to stand by me, but what happened is they let her win.
Yeah.
And that's and the thing is, these people, these sad, pathetic losers, they constantly get their way. These idiots are on the same level as a spoiled child who all they have to do is cry, and instead of getting it backhanded or belted, they instead just get rewarded like, okay, little Timmy, you can have the toy. Here you go.
Yeah, that's
Oh
like
yeah.
that, man. That's the reason they acting like spoiled brats. Like say, oh, they want to have the toy, they want to have the toy, and when they keep crying up, they say, oh, you have it, and that's how it happened. Let me tell you this: with all this cancel culture stuff going on, people getting fired for over an opinion or anything that's on the internet, it's really stupid.
Oh yeah. Because right now, because I can see this though right now, Mr. I'm currently right now watching this shit to your video that you mentioned this YouTuber, and already I have some
Yeah.
quick things I dislike. I love the fact in the main warning it's like warning underage enemy looking girl. It's like, hey, dipshit, can you spell enemy right? I hate to be an asshole, but like, God, like your warning, I can't even take your damn warning seriously.
And here's the thing: if cancel culture love to do like, and let's say if these people who like cancel culture love like to destroy people's livelihood, guess what happened? Karma will happen to them if people find if they found out where they work at or they study, what's gonna happen to them.
Also, let's talk about that whole the CP inmate shit. So even if it was actual CP, and if you as a person share it on Twitter or anywhere, the FBI will look at you, point
Yeah,
at
it's true.
you, and say, "Hey, you're going to jail too for sharing it." In other words, here you are, Mister. I want to expose these lolicons, so I'm going to share this picture of Kana licking a popsicle. Okay? Well, if
And
this was actual CP, then guess what? You would be going to jail too.
and here's the
Exactly.
And here's
And
the
that,
thing, they went against me because the reason is of lolies, and in the same time, they don't know very well. I work with children, like I don't cause any harm or anything. I check what's going on
yeah,
in the events, if they don't cause any trouble or anything.
yeah. It's the sad thing is like these people don't understand that even makes matters worse. These same people call me a pedo don't realize, and I am an uncle. I have a niece and nephew. I have younger cousins. Hell, if I probably would have snapped if someone had hurt one of my family members. They're younger than me.
Mm.
And see,
And
oh,
and
go
same
on.
thing, I'm an uncle as well, since yeah,
And well, the other thing to note here is these clowns cannot separate fiction from reality.
that's
We look at
true.
a Lolicon and it's a cartoon. It's an image on a screen. Guess what? We watch how many violent things, video games, whatever,
Yeah,
and yet none of us are like, hey, let's beat the shit out of people, or hey, let's do what they do on Grand Theft Auto. No. Why?
that's really stupid.
Because we
Yep.
separate fiction from reality. Something these clowns apparently can't do.
No,
And
this is the public example. What I'm showing right now. This is one of the OCs I did back in 2020. And guess what? Should I be arrested for literally drawing a character having a butt showing? Should I be should I be beat down by my whole neighborhood because I create such things like that? Despite the
No.
fact the character in question is an adult? I mean,
yeah,
she's legally able to vote and get a job somewhere. So,
And and guess what? It's like what I said before, and I'll say it again here.
but
You could literally make Rule 34, Rugrats, Caillou, Dora the
true.
Explorer, and guess what? It doesn't mean jack shit
exactly,
because it's lines on paper.
yeah,
What
Yeah,
I'm more concerned with is an innocent child going into foster care, a real innocent child going into foster care and having unspeakable things happen.
yeah,
Or like I was watching r slash stories, and one of the subreddit stories were asking what is the most horrific what was it HRS story that you no CPS, sorry, CPS story that you have ever heard. Now I'm not going to repeat it
yeah,
because it's absolutely disgusting, and I could only watch one video
and
before I had to watch something wholesome because it was so damn disgusting. But guess
okay,
what? Like I've seen World 34 of Rugrats. It doesn't bother me. I mean, yeah, I don't want to see it, but it's like that's a cartoon. It's not real.
yeah,
But see, because there's a separation. This is reality. This is not. This
yeah.
is what's happening. This will never happen because the characters don't exist.
And even though I've been a lolicon since high school because I got exposed to Lucky Stars, then later on I became born again lolicon because of Kana from Dragon Maid.
I became a loot lolicon since my early 20s. That's because when I finally embraced the fact that, you know what, since everyone else kept calling me a degenerate and calling me a pervert, it's like at this point I got nothing to lose, so what's the point of me freaking out about it?
To be fair,
Yeah,
I'm not really.
exactly. And also, Langbo actually brings up a good point. He said it's like the free candy people promise you will cloud, promise you cloud, but will bend you over in extra cold.
Yep.
He's not
And
wrong.
well, and one thing I do want to thought, like I'm not really into Lolicon that much. Now, granted, Opie Loli, yes, because boobs.
Yeah.
My mind will go where the boobs are.
And
But
here's the thing with people going against lolicon, they don't understand there are some characters that are like beyond their beyond the legal age anyways. Like they're in reality, like there are women who are flat chested or young looking or petite, I could say,
Hell.
exists around. That's the
And
point.
I also gonna bring up a valid point. There are also guys like myself who, guess what, in their late 20s like myself, who's 27, who still have a baby face and still have a peach face. What should all my past ex relationships be arrested for literally being a quote unquote jailbait? Okay then.
and again, it's just these people want to play hero. These people are desperate to be the hero, so they will go out of their way and
Yeah.
point at you, say
Yeah.
you are X, just so they can feel good, even though I guarantee you. And what's funny, there's an actual correlation. There's a correlation between these people who are saying anime is for, cheese pizza lovers and them being outed as an actual cheese pizza lover.
Yeah, just like Dr. Pizza.
Oh, and these are
Yeah.
the very same people who quote unquote, and I made the joke in the past, I call these people soy boys because that's what these people are. They don't care about kids. Because if they did, I mean, I better see these people, like, I don't know, getting these kids in danger out from their abusive parents. I better see these people. I
Oh
don't know.
man. Oh man. Okay, I gotta say, basically, this kind of freaking pissed me off. The point
What?
I this kind of point pisses me off because one Puritan on Twitter said that they would actually trust their actual kid with an actual pedo over a lolicon.
What?
And that
That guy
doesn't
is
make
lucky.
sense. That
That guy
doesn't make one bit of
that
sense.
makes no damn sense.
Like you know what's going to happen when you put the child with yourself. Because let's face it, SJWs 9 times out of 10 are a groomer. I mean,
Yep.
True.
Reddit right now, Reddit has banned the word groomer
Oh
because it's
yeah.
Yeah.
supposedly anti-LGBT. First and foremost, as a member of the LGBT, I'm bisexual, and I know for a fact I can speak for both Revna and Dee. We don't want your goddamn ass in our fucking community. Cheese pizza lovers or not, nor will ever be allowed in this community.
And
Fuck off, you disgusting cancers to society.
and yeah, this is why I'm gonna say this. When they defend child predators, that's the thing that they just want to attack people who like drones, which it's getting ridiculous, and it feels like like their mentality never left high school or anything like that.
They
It's
didn't.
and I'm like,
Exactly.
and I can understand. Here's the thing from my perspective. I can understand. Okay, I'm an easy target because I have a speech bubble. All right, fine. Make fun of me all day about my speech. Yada yada. I don't care. But when you attack me over art I drew, no, I can simply say, go fuck yourself at that point.
Also, welcome, Geek Freak. But, kind of going back to the point here, though,
But
Yeah.
is this whole Reddit censoring the word groomer. What you're saying is you support groomers. You don't want to hurt the map's feelings. You don't want to hurt these cheese
um,
pizza
Yeah.
lovers' feelings.
And this makes me want to delete my Reddit account for real.
this week wanted to get myself banned by posting all the loot stuff I did on Reddit and not killed and never think back about it. Because it's like,
These people they sound like the police in Britain. Like there are grooming gangs there, and they are fine with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
fucked up.
let's talk about how the UK wants to point at Japan and say, "Hey, stop making lolicon," and yet the UK has a lot of cheese
Groomers.
pizza groomers or cheese
sex
pizza
offenders.
rings going around
Yeah.
them.
Okay,
Yeah, and for
hold
the
on.
fact that
Okay.
and for the
I gotta bring this point Glee Shadow made. In their minds, he says, the Glee Shadow says, in their minds, Twitter Puritans try to be the hero and feel special, but in reality, they end up becoming the villain.
That's true
They're
because the
always a
point
villain.
is they think they want to be a hero and everything. They're not doing anything in real life. No, they just want to try to ruin people's lives on the internet. But even sometimes they go to conventions or places to ruin people's lives as well to cause the drama.
I mean, all they are a bunch of 20 or under neckbeard
They're
virgin
below.
pronoun having pink haired losers with
Wait,
no
wait, wait, wait.
lives.
You want to hear something funny though about that?
Yeah.
What?
Some of these people below my age, below 27, and that's even sadder. I'm like, listen,
Yep.
I'm like, you're almost close. We're almost close to the age of 30, and you still act like a child. Like, grow up, dude. Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
you see there's a massive gap in maturity. You are 20 something years old, and here you are with a life. I mean, I don't know what you do and stuff, but
and
I'm pretty sure
besides,
you still have a life, unlike these people who their life is on Twitter. To them, Twitter is real life.
and besides, here's the
That ain't
thing
much of a
with
loss. That ain't
and
much of a
here's the
loss.
And here's the thing that with them, because like they can't let go of their mentality because they don't even learn a thing or two about if they ever watched the movie Mean Girls, because they acted like the same way when they were in high school. And now they want to place it on the internet and onto real life.
Oh boy. As I was saying, how you treat people on the internet will come back to haunt you in the real world.
True.
I mean, that's the other thing. They don't go into the real world. I remember, way back when I was living in Florida, me and my friend went to this place called St. Mark's. If you've been to Florida and you've been to St. Mark's, you know what it looks like. But to those who don't, it's basically this. Oh crap! What is it? You get to see like alligators and the wetlands, as well as get to see the ocean, and it is so beautiful. And as we're driving back, like me and him, we were just talking about the beauty of nature.
Guys,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, what's up?
Claymore kind of been stalking on us since he screenshot everything at the moment. He's maybe he want to cause another raid again.
Oh, wait. You know what? I got something from the screenshot.
Yeah.
Give
Go
me a
ahead.
second.
The
I got some
screenshot
screenshot.
dude's nuts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So,
Let's
so
see.
let's get this straight. A morbidly obese, neckbeard man-child who has no life. I mean, I'm out for work today. I know
Yeah.
Claymore doesn't understand what work is because, working is evil or some bullshit. I don't know.
And
But, but he's going to spend his Tuesday morning causing drama. Like
yeah.
how to say I am a virgin loser without saying I'm a virgin loser. Am I right?
You know what's
And
funny though? But he's going out of his way attacking people. He do realize two can play that well too, right?
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
yeah. So
So yeah.
so I know that I gotta tell you this. These people causing drama, they just want to get some attention.
Oh, they're gonna get the attention they want.
Yeah, exactly. Because mommy and daddy are not giving them the attention that they
Yeah.
want.
Here's my
True.
man. Look what I put in the screenshot for him.
Okay.
Okay, what is it? Show us.
Oh, I just posted the screenshot. Flipping
Uh,
him off.
And
Yeah, a lordy flipping him off. So guess what? He's not gonna do nothing. Screenshot this one
and
if you
how
can.
about I'm gonna for Claymore, I'm gonna give him a flying bird. Like, hold on, I'm not sure if my camera on. Ugh. Oh crap! It
we're
blacked
still
out
seeing
again.
black, dude. Okay, hold on. Shadow says he wants to come on, so I'm gonna let the Shadow on here.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey,
Shadow.
dude.
Ah,
Just don't mind the lordy shooting the middle finger. I'm not shooting at you. I'm just shooting at the idiots.
Yeah, I was trying to do the middle finger, but I did a little fail. But it's okay.
I
Yeah,
wanted
in
to
fact,
do the
this is
middle
the thing with
finger,
cartoons right
but
here.
that would have to I would have to get like a uh, a camera and stuff, and I just don't feel like doing it on StreamYards
True.
and stuff.
Just Google search. I mean middle figure image, and
Yeah.
that'd be the perfect alternative for you.
We got Didi now.
Noni?
Yeah.
Hey, Didi, you're back. You're done cutting potatoes.
No, but I needed a break because unfortunately the AC doesn't reach the kitchen.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that sucks.
And now
yeah.
here's Claymore saying this. Oh, dear Lilliputians, just because Johnny Temple won his lawsuit doesn't mean
I swear to
you can't
God,
sue
Cat,
anyone for
don't get off my
defamation
bookshelf.
and accept to automatically win. Doesn't work like that.
Dude,
Especially when you have no life to defame.
no life.
Wow, self-projecting much.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Is he seriously talking more shit?
Yeah.
Well,
Who's
Basically,
talking it?
It's just a virgin loser who has never touched a woman or grass. Claymore.
sorry,
Yeah.
Claymore, but I wish I can relate to you, but I don't.
But
I
for
don't
me,
care.
Wait, is Claymore that guy with the weird looking avatar with the giant bug eyes?
Yes.
yeah.
I saw it, and I sit to look at myself like, dude, I seen cartoons in the early 2000s and 90s look better than that
But
trash.
even though he's the one who talked about Mr. Enter and you know the whole situation.
Oh yeah, Mr. Now, okay, let's talk about Mr. Incher for a moment. Now, the guy, I remember seeing one screenshot of someone who was on his Discord saying, "Hey, you're an awesome, YouTuber and stuff," and Mr. Inter kind of snapped at him for using the wrong server or whatever. And like, Mr. Inter is an asshole, but like, I don't know, I can't really get a good reading on the guy.
It's like I said, like people don't realize that you can't really just what people seem like on the internet, they're not the same in real life. It may seem like
Yeah,
I
even
mean,
though,
I
go on,
mean,
Didi.
I mean, someone had to explain to Mara Wilson, if you've seen Matilda, you know who she is, that Doug Walker's nostalgia critic is not the same as Doug Walker.
Yeah.
Even
He's not an asshole in real life. It's a character.
Oh,
So he's like Razorfist, basically.
and even though there's, I saw a most racist tweet that I saw that Claymore did. It says, "Why are there so many lollicons from Mexico?" And he used Donald Trump.
huh?
what?
Hey, dipshit, I'm black. What the fuck you trying to say, you dumb bastard?
Evidently, he's trying to say that anyone that is a shade too dark must be into child diddling or something.
I get
You
it.
do
So
realize
he's
legally by law he can get get sued for defamation, right?
I mean, in all fairness, every major story I've heard of child diddlers, they tend to be, the same skin tone as me, but evidently we're just going to ignore that fact.
And here the thing is because like I'm Hispanic and you think I'm white, which I'm not freaking white.
This man is dumber than
Oh, you're basically like that one girlfriend Gabriel Iglesias had where his mom started bad mouthing her in Spanish and she said, "Nice to meet you" in Spanish. And his mom's like, and he's like, "That's right, Mom. They come in that color too."
also my friend who's Latino or his skin is white as well.
I guess all my friends are, I guess my friend in real life who like Lotties as well.
Also, let's not forget Nova Crimson. He's from Puerto Rico, but he's white as well.
Wow.
Also,
He's a racist too.
stupidest thing I saw, and this was on a facepalm video, r/facepalm. This girl, you could tell she was a wokey feminazi SJW scum, had half blue, half pink hair, and she said, "Stop speaking Spanish. You're not Mexican." And everyone just ratioed like, "Huh? I guess Spain doesn't exist anymore."
Ayo.
And yeah, here's the other thing that what's really stupid is because of how
Man.
racism happens is
Basically,
because
freaking, he says, "I'm Vizier El Otaku, aka the Wee Pillar, says I'm Latino with white skin too."
yeah.
But of course, like you gotta remember, these people, their brains don't function like ours does. Let's try to speak in Claymore's native tongue.
Oh my god.
Why
Man, that
are you
makes me laugh.
insulting Helen Keller like that?
I have a better question. Why are you insulting Relier?
And here's the thing is, like with Claymore, he's just hiding his voice with his fake voice that he used from some website, and he tried to write it down instead of speaking with his own mouth and his own tongue. But at the same time, he's too afraid to show his face.
I wonder, can he actually
Here
debate?
I am, not afraid to show who I am, let alone I'm actually freaking.
Also, wokies annoy me because they claim, "Oh, I'm very progressive and understanding," and yet these are the same people when there's like Mexican Appreciation Day or something will include characters like Luz and Mirabel as Mexican. I'm like, no, Mirabel's Colombian, and if I remember correctly, Luz is Dominican.
How do
shit.
these people fuck up that bad?
Man,
Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. AJ Olivia says I'm actually brown skinned as a Filipino.
Oh, this is how you mess it up. You just assume that anyone that speaks Spanish is Mexican. Never mind the fact that there are backgrounds saying Dominican,
And as for
Colombia.
me,
Here's a fun fact. If I'm not mistaken, if you remember Star vs. the Forces of Evil, Jenna, the second best background character, I think she too is Colombian. Cause like I was wondering, cause like when we got to see her home, I forgot which flag she had, but it was an American flag. It was like a Hispanic or flag like that.
Yeah.
Just give
And
me a second. Hopefully, I spelled her name right, because unfortunately, there's so many
Okay.
for various names.
Well, wait,
Hey,
hold on
Gio, why
now.
don't you actually try reading what Langbo actually said here?
Hold on, let me.
Alpha, support Femboys and my big Mega Master story. Uzaki-chan,
Yes.
support Lowly Tomboys and my big Opie.
Yes.
Hey,
I
so Mr. Anime, I just want to share some good news. So apparently, Veg Mignogna is
Okay.
back in the dubbing industry.
We know that.
Yeah, we
Oh,
I'm aware about it.
I know. I just
Okay.
want to share good news.
Hey, I got the right just sound. I just did Jenna instead of Jana. So
All right. And that's for me. I'm like basically, I'm I'm American. I'm American born, but I'm part Salvadorian, part African.
Oh, that's
Huh.
pretty
Mm.
cool.
But I mean, the main point here, though, is these people, again, they just want to pretend to be the heroes when they're not really the
The
heroes.
sad thing
Now,
is, these people are actually racist, though, which is even more funny.
exactly,
Yeah.
because, like, you know what they call fucking Latinos and Filipinos. They can't say Latino and Filipino. Instead, they use X. It's like, that's not their word.
Yeah.
The whole community is like, hey, estupido gringo, don't call me this fucking word.
If
Oh,
someone called me a
I
Latinx, I will pull out my blade at them and just
I
to stop
found
saying that.
I would have told them if they would have called me cousin and cut. I would look at them like, hey, can you please call me the N word and get over it already?
guys.
Good.
I found the information for Jana. Jana
Alright.
Ordonia is implied to be Filipino American, which was officially confirmed by the official Disney EA
All
Twitter.
right. I see.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
But Shiny. It's just gonna put out the whole knife thing. You should do the whole I'm gonna cut you so bad, you're gonna wish I hadn't cut you so bad.
Yeah. And besides,
Yeah.
I'm okay to be
Those are
called.
some bad roaches. I blame the schools.
But the point is, let me tell you this: I'm okay to be called a spick, a taco, whatever,
Yeah.
But
And
Oh, you weren't here yesterday, but of course this could have been during the D&D session afterwards. I can't remember which, but Dio talked about Taco Bell. I'm like, how dare you? Taco Bell, despite being delicious, is not real Hispanic food and has failed twice in Mexico. And each time, Mexican people called it American food because it's not real Mexican.
yeah,
yeah, it's not authentic Mexican food. I want to say one thing though, and I said it yesterday. I like that meme where it's like, yes, I know Taco Bell's not authentic Mexican cuisine, but I'm a poor college student. Shut up and leave me alone.
and here's really funny. They made a meme of with the tacos, like the Mexican tacos, Latino, and Latinx is the Doritos Locos tacos.
Hey, don't insult the Doritos Locos Tacos like that.
Actually, they taste good though. I'm not gonna lie. I actually want to
Yeah,
eat them.
they're very good. So don't insult them with that Latinx bullshit.
Also, these
Okay,
are the
AG Olivia actually says Star Wars villain equals Disney, DC villain equals Warner Brothers, anime villain equals anti-anime.
That's true.
Yeah,
Anti-anime are
that's anime. All the biggest villains at the
villains.
wall.
But one thing I
I
also want to
also like the newest chapter of your story, Mr. A.
Yeah, in fact, just to let you know, the freaking trader axe he used is actually JSEP by X4.
done.
Wait, what happened?
I do gotta ask, are you gonna have anyone like Vic Mignogna in your story?
Basically, if it calls for it. I mean,
Well,
basically,
I
I
would
gotta be careful about who I use though, because it's against the rules to actually use real
use real
people.
life people. It's better to make a parody version of it, just like
you can always call him Vic M. I mean, no one's gonna really know unless you confirm that it's Vic Mignogna.
Yeah, and not just
or
that. Like,
Or you could call him Mick Verona or something.
Mike Magaroda or something.
But like, you don't want to look like the next Chris Chan though, where the dude literally has Mary Lee Walsh, an actual name of the dean of his college,
Yeah.
as an evil woman who is trying to stop his love quest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't he also the sicko that ended up losing a friendship because he
Because he,
himself
yeah,
boinky
Yep,
said friend?
yep.
And it's like you're not allowed to be mad at her because what the fuck were you thinking was gonna happen?
And the
yeah,
thing
Chris.
is with Megan Schroeder, that's her name. She was supposedly a friend, but it is still kind of on the fence. Like, was she really a friend or was she not? But though, after Chris decided to draw a picture of them getting, married, and then bow shika wow wow.
Okay, okay, that's too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Detail.
I mean, I would have probably still found it kind of creepy, the wedding thing, but
And it's
at least it was harmless enough. The minute you start drawing porn of yourself and your friend, yeah, you went too far. What the fuck?
okay.
It's a thing called, yeah, hey, you want to do Sevenfoot? Cool, whatever. But don't take it too far with the lewd stuff. For the love of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I
I,
know.
I'm still pissed about finding out that there are people who actually lewd Anya from Spy X Family.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
at
What?
the
I
end
don't
of the
really
day,
care
it's like,
much
I don't
about
need to
that.
know. It's like, oh no, someone lewd a character. Nothing new to me.
I
Yeah,
mean, just
but in the case, Anya is an actual child. This isn't a thing of a loli where okay, she's
True.
like 500
Yeah.
years old but looks like a child, but still technically it's within the law because she's more than old enough to be an adult.
True, you're not wrong. I'm not denying that point. I
Anya
mean,
is like 6 years old. That's messed up.
I
Yeah.
mean, she's 4, not 6.
She's still too young to be looted.
Wait,
I
a minute, hold on,
know,
hold on, hold
but
on. The guy who said she's
still.
4, not 6, that doesn't help. That actually makes it worse.
yeah.
yeah, it makes it a lot worse.
But
But I
still,
mean,
the only thing with Anya, well, like if people draw whatever they want, I don't even care. But the point is, if they overreact over it, it's like,
but
Yeah.
like,
yeah, no, she's not even real.
I
She's not
know,
even a child.
but but it's like
Yeah.
you can't argue with characters like Uzaki-chan, which I still don't get how anyone could mistake her for a child with those big boobas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
But
stupid
And same
people.
it's
thing with the
like 18 at the beginning of the series. She's a legal adult, so it doesn't matter what's drawn about her.
and the same thing with the same situation with let's say with Iruru from Dragon Maid, the big Opie dragon, Loli.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the short stack. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, they don't care about that. To these people, they got to complain. They got to say this and that is evil because of their fifis or whatever.
And
Meanwhile, Didi wasn't here, so I'll bring it up again. Reddit has decided to ban the word groomer
yeah.
because they believe that it's anti-LGBT.
Anti-LGBT
So,
my
so
ass.
if I decide to go on like a pet section and say, hey, anyone in my area, do you know a good dog groomer going to get in trouble?
That's the other question. There's like so does it depend on the context or? But the main point here is first of all, you deleting or banning that word lets us know that you support groomers. You sick fuck.
And yeah, and besides with the
Yeah.
groomer situation, you heard about all the situation with like with Lois getting hate. Also, same thing with furries.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Also, it's like what freaking Tyrion Lannister once said: "To cut out a man's tongue, you're not calling him a liar. You just prove to the world you're afraid of what he's going to say."
Yeah,
And
there
Yeah.
you go.
you
Wait,
There you
Tyrion
go.
said that?
I'm still kind of mad at Peter Dinklage
Yeah.
for what he did with the whole Snow White thing. Not that I wanted a live action Snow White, but it's
Yeah.
true. I didn't see him complaining once when they had him playing Tyrion, but
And
once he got his money, he's like, "Oh, it's wrong. Methinks he doesn't want competition in acting since it's already hard enough as a little person to get work as an actor.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
much.
let's continue on saying with the situation with between lowly furries, they both get hit. Like one side they say, oh, it's cheese pizza. The other side, oh my god, it's bestiality.
Which,
I mean,
let's
but it brings
bring
up
that
Mr.
up.
Medical, the
Let's
infamous
bring,
Mr. Medical quotes. What?
let's bring
Oh,
that up from.
hold on, we got Meow.
I mean, if people were actually screwing their dogs, yes, that would be bestiality. But most of the people I've talked to in the furry community, they're like, look, we like wearing animal heads when we do it with each other.
Yeah, see,
And
that's the thing right there. The whole yipping is what it's called, yipping.
yeah,
That is a 10% of the entire furry community. I've watched plenty of furry videos to kind of, educate myself, if you will. Um, what the hell they are, what they do, etc. And all three individuals who I was watching were like, yipping is only a 10% thing. The
yeah.
majority of us like, hey, no, be a great idea putting on this fursuit. That would be fun. That would be awesome.
And
What happens if you want to be a character like, let's say, Fluttershy from My Little Pony at a convention? Does that instantly make you a furry, or did you just want to dress up as the character for this particular convention?
Oh, Didi, I know you probably remembered this
and
back when MLP was, popular and shit. But the whole, if you're a brony, a fan of MLP, you also are a fur. It's like, no.
Yeah,
It,
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really come out as a furry until Beastars. So jokes on them. I didn't become a furry until Beastars.
but I mean, what they're
well,
saying. Oh, go on, man.
well, as for me, like I'm being called as a zoophile because I like Korone, who's a dog girl VTuber.
I
Wow,
guess,
that's so damn. That means I'm a boy based on the fact that my OC named Lou. Then what the
but
fuck?
that doesn't make sense because she's.
Again, if you're a furry, it doesn't mean you're wanting to fuck your dog.
I
Not
know.
just that, but Not just that, but animal VTubers are, well, animal girl VTubers are just that. They're, no different than the whole cat girl and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You,
that's
you, you
that's insane.
saying that it's quote unquote bestiality, lets us know that you're stupid as hell.
Yeah.
No, they're
I'm
more.
gonna be honest. I've never looked at any dog I've owned and been like, yeah, I'd like to do that. No,
It's kind of wrong.
no.
It's just pure will. Like, what the hell? Why? What do you gain from doing that? To be honest.
And
Well,
even though like I own 2 cats and a rabbit,
I'm just waiting for the people who are like the maps to be like, me and my cat's love are valid just like 2 men or 2 women. And it's like, no, your cat can't consent, just like children can't
it's
consent.
true.
I remember watching this one YouTube or not this one idiot. This was back when a certain movie was coming out, and they were trying to defend the movie by saying, "Listen, children, just like us
Mr. Gell,
adults, have needs."
let
Like,
me
no.
guess, Mr. Gell.
I don't remember the name.
I'll be right back, guys.
I don't remember the name. But
Yeah, I gotta be right back too.
I'm going to assume that's probably it.
I started watching Sweet Tooth recently because I was curious.
And you regretted it.
I mean, I'm kind of upset at the fact that people would start killing babies just because they started having mutations, especially as someone in the YouTube comments of a video I watched said, because that's why I checked it out. Why would you kill a baby? They're adorable.
But to be fair, I think it's more has to do with the fact that the babies are like these, creatures that aren't human. So it's like, oh, this is clearly a curse. So we have to, you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I had a kid, I don't care if they were like a mermaid or something. I'd be like, you come near my child, I will castrate you.
I mean,
Ooh,
shit.
that's an
if someone
excessive.
touched-
Wait, hold on, Didi.
I mean,
Didi. what if you had, and by the way, of course you would live because plot device or whatever, but what if you had the baby from SCP? The one if you touch you get rashes and then die.
Wait, there's an SCP baby?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
there's an SCP baby. If you touch it, you get a very bad rash. You die.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dee Dee wanted
Some
me to
some of the
incorporate.
SCPs are goofy. Let's
Yeah,
be
my favorite one is the Plague Doctor. Like, he
Same
kills
here.
someone just by touch. Like, there's that and the Allegata one. I love those two. That and the one with painted nails.
To be
On
fair,
all,
Some
I mean,
I remember someone on a forum for the SCP thing asking which would you rather the IKEA or when day breaks. I'm like, I'm living in the IKEA now.
yeah, because I mean, to be fair, at least with IKEA, there's a civilization that lives there already, and all you gotta do is follow the rules to kind of keep the IKEA.
And avoid the step. You're around when daybreak happens and you're fucked because you'll start melting into a flesh puddle.
Mm.
Unless if you're
Okay,
fucking Superman.
Oh,
Is here, aka El Otaku, aka the Wee Pillar says,
Trust
baby
me, he
are
won't
not
fucking
curses,
melt.
they're innocent people. And also, BC, aka the New Dark Shadow says, first and foremost, hail the Riververse.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing about Reddit. Like, they banned the mention of his name. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mind
Hell.
you, by the way,
but
mind
whoever said Superman, I do gotta wonder now because Superman gets his powers from the sun. Would he be immune or would he end up melting into a Kryptonian puddle?
He probably won't melt. If anything, it probably won't affect him because his body or his biological system wouldn't be affected by that.
Well, that's my
But
point.
humans, on the other
That-
hand, oh well.
good.
Well, that's my point. I mean, if we just ignore possible universes where comic book heroes are real, it's a horrifying thing. But then you think about things like Superman. It's like, well, wait a minute. Would he end up affected, or would he just become even more super? Maybe even finding a way to, fix the sun or something.
I think he
If you're going by his SCP fanboy logic, he'll probably melt. But if you're going by DC writers' logic, they'll probably come up with some miraculous way to make him save the sun or something.
I mean, to be fair, I think because of his body absorbs sunlight and shit, I think maybe he would overpower and become a living sun himself.
I got a better question. I have a better question. Could Superman survive encountering the Plague Doctor?
That's a good question.
Also a good question.
I
Okay,
will
I'm
hope it's
back.
not
What did I
Superboy
miss?
Prime. He'll flash fry him.
Yeah, I just don't really get into the whole freaking to the whole thing about freaking.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. This is how you get people arguing over whether or not Superman would kick Goku's ass, though.
That's
No. That's the whole Goku versus Superman. That's nothing to do with that. I was just bringing up a scenario because you have people, or let's say bring up Phoenix then in that
Oh
case.
no, I'm using the Superman versus Goku thing as an example. Starts
So
out
what do I miss?
but then people start beating each other up over their beliefs and stuff.
Oh, actually, to be fair,
well.
Superman wouldn't be the only person who would survive. I mean, I can kind of see any fire user like Johnny Storm and Ghost Rider being able to survive because, well,
Ghost Rider's more supernatural based, but I could see it.
Yeah. So let's get back into topic. With all the situation, and even though at the same time, like as much as I don't want to get into politics, the only thing is they went too far with the situation with politics and fiction. You know how you heard what happened in the last tweet saying, oh, calling like conservative men like anime girls or something like that.
Dinziger,
Conservative men is not the only ones who like anime girls. That's a lie.
Dinziger, you're kind of going into dangerous territory here.
But see, that's the thing, though, Neo, is they want to push it all on this one certain group of people, the them. It's the whole us versus them group mentality.
Oh,
That's
they're
true.
gonna lose that fucking
Let's
argument
be
real
honest.
fast.
let's be honest. If the zombie apocalypse were to ever happen, let's pray we're all dead before that happens. If it does,
Praise
you
the
know,
Lord. I hope
Wokies
to.
wouldn't last long. You know, they wouldn't last long. They'd
No.
eat all their food, and then when they'd go to try and scavenge, they'd be trying to say to the zombies, "Oh, I understand your struggles," and then get their throats ripped out.
My personal
Well,
favorite.
mind you, they're probably gonna be dead too in that case. So
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
My personal favorite is they will be sitting there protesting, like, zombies' lives matter. They're people too. And then the zombies just come and eat their ass, and then
It's
we all
true.
just
Wait.
burn them.
why is it always a
Wait,
fucking zombie
we were
invasion?
all
Why not a
dead, if
vampire
the zombie
invasion? Well, that's
apocalypse
bad
did
too.
happen,
Still,
Or a
I think
demon
it's
Why?
invasion.
zombies.
Why not a
Whoa.
One at a time.
Yeah.
Why not a vampire invasion? You say? Because I'd like to think that vampires want to make sure that they don't die of cholesterol, and Wokies tend to not be the most fit people.
Yeah. I mean, I just imagine a vampire sucking the damn blood from walking, like, oh my god, my heart.
It's just like
Oh, man.
it's just like The Simpsons,
Yes.
But
like the
my
Treehouse of
question though.
Horror episode.
I know what you're talking about.
But my question though, if we were all dead, if the zombie apocalypse happened, would we all be zombies?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no.
pretty
When I
fucking
say
certain we
dead,
would. Bleeding Shadow.
when I say
Pretty
dead,
certain.
when it happens, I mean like 20 years or at least. That way, we're not getting up and trying to eat people's faces.
Hey Ruby.
Hey Ruby.
I
Hey,
mean,
should I send an invite to Ruby?
Hold on.
Oh,
There you go.
Vampire Canvas.
Hey Pirate
Thank
Captain.
God you came. Oh, I kind of missed having you around.
Yeah,
I mean,
hey,
it's been a while
I
to
get
talk.
I mean, Neo, I get what you're saying when you're like, why always the zombies? But when you said vampire, I'm like, because vampires have a brain and know that Wokies are not good for their health.
well,
It's true.
to be fair, would
Exactly. So
I mean, couldn't the same be said about zombies? Because
Well,
a zombie.
That's what
are
I was
already
thinking.
dead.
Yeah,
Well,
but they
yeah.
probably will still feel the toxic effects from a woke.
I mean, I just imagine a
I'm
vampire.
saying that to PC.
I just imagine a vampire being like, "Oh
Oh,
God,
hit my finger.
I haven't fed all night.
What
Oh,
happened to your finger there, PC?
I cut it with a box cutter at work
Oh, he
yesterday.
accidentally cut it.
Jesus." Anyway, I just
Hope your finger
imagine.
heals.
I just
Hope it
imagine
feels.
a vampire being like, "Oh, I haven't fed all night. I got to feed, or I'm not going to be able to get to sleep when I get home." And they see a Wokey, and they're like, "Well, I'm desperate," and then they're up the whole day in the basement
Hey,
or
I
whatever,
just
puking up
I
blood.
got rushed to the I actually got rushed to the hospital yesterday.
Hey,
because I
Mr.
passed
Anime, I
out.
just sent an invite to Ruby King if that's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Besides, it can only hold up to 10 people, so basically. Also, I'll be a part of Ruby King's live stream later on today. So
Yeah, you'll be talking about Claymore and such.
yeah, and I also actually have to talk to Ruby King about what was going on between me and Anime AJ Productions because hey Beerus. He's a good
Except-
kitty.
Hey, Beerus.
Also,
Hey, Beers.
I thought
Wait a
about
minute, Mr. Anime 343. I thought you was past that.
Also, I actually thought of something that just proves my point that the 2016 Ghostbusters is trash. Extreme Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Kaylee was the best female character you could have. And I didn't want to retch when she was on screen, unlike 2016 Ghostbusters. That's how fucked up they made the script and stuff, that I want to retch every time I see a stupid queef joke.
And at the same
But
time,
yeah,
when
Mr. Anime.
Oh, nice. Lollipop Chainsaw. Oh,
Oh man, I
nice.
want to play that game
why don't
since
we get to actually have
2011.
a freaking 360 just to actually play that game
Just,
again?
just
Oh,
get
I have an Xbox 360. I'm gonna buy it on Mercari.
so let's get back with the vampire situation about it'll be bad with how they get suck the blood of the woke, but at the same time, what about if they're jabbed?
what?
If they're jabbed, you know, the
What?
point is with vampires. Doing the whole pure blood situation.
Oh, I see. I see now. Yeah, he said job. Okay, makes sense now.
Yeah, but
Look,
also
well,
another thing I
all
want
I'm
to bring up.
is I imagine wokies would be like food poisoning. Vampire feeds on them and they're up half the day puking.
Yeah.
But listen, I gotta say something about like Lollipop Chainsaw because I know that we're not going to be getting the music for it, but at least they won't be actually censoring it per se.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Just give it 5 or 10 years like they did with Resident Evil 5 and people will be throwing
Actually,
shit about it.
actually, this is from the original creator. They said that they were gonna try their best to, not censor it. They
Oh
want to
no,
keep it
no,
as
no.
authentic
No,
as
no,
they
no,
can.
no, no. What I'm saying is give it time, people will be complaining. Just like
Oh,
Resident Evil 5. Game was out for like 10 years and then people started complaining about the fact that you could shoot black people. I'm like, but it's set somewhere in Africa. There's not going to
It's
be
really
a lot
stupid.
of white people around.
Not just that,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
I swear, I'm just gonna
I mean,
say,
nobody was
You
talking
know,
about Resident
America
Evil
or
4
something.
paying people.
I swear, people find the dumbest thing to complain about stuff. Like, good lord.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah, they
have
were
no
complaining about that when
lives.
it came out. Like when it came out, they were complaining about it.
Well, I
Because they have no lives.
like, Florida or something, but it's somewhere in Africa, where the populace is mostly people of African descent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killer is
Killer's dead.
dead.
Another good one.
Got that as well.
Good one.
Oh yeah.
I gotta
the
try that
collector's
one.
edition. This is the collector's edition. It comes with the art book and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lollipop Chainsaw is hard to get for the PS3 version.
You don't have to
Also,
remind me about that.
Johnson actually brings up a good point. Same thing with Panty and Stocking and with Garter Belt.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about garter belt, right?
Uh-huh.
Like,
I
I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of stoked that,
I actually love the fact that that they complain about every other person who coincidentally side with Vic, who voiced a black character. But I love that they conveniently leave out the fact that Chris, I have a casting couch Sabbath voices Garter Belt. I love how they conveniently forget that because he's against Vic.
Remember, they don't want to talk about that stuff because they want to seem virtuous and wholesome when they really
Oh,
not.
Yeah,
remember,
fuck anyone who defends Damian Mills.
Yeah.
Bastard's a fucking groomer. Meanwhile, no proof Vic did anything, but it's like he needs to be fired. Meanwhile,
And
we got proof that Damian Mills groomed someone when they were 16. But it's like, oh, I don't see anything. I mean,
What?
yeah, it's because of there being pedal defenders.
yeah,
Ugh.
it's all because
God.
Damian Mills is a part of, and I hate saying this, our community. I
Oh my
there's
God.
one.
Ez- and then there's Ezra, or however you say his name,
Ow!
played
Eh,
Flash.
Oh my
And
God,
mad
man.
because he's
And
Oh
not to
yeah.
quote
and not to
unquote
mention
non-binary.
DC Douglas.
That shit
It's
hurt
like
so bad
he
when I heard
ran
Ezra
off
was
with a
into that.
teenage girl.
guys,
That
one at
is
a time,
not
one at a time.
innocent.
Not just that, but they want to sit there and kick Vic because of nothing. Yet when Damian Mills is actually outed as a 100% cheese pizza lover,
Yeah.
it's radio silent. It's like, wait
Yep.
a minute, what happened to that same energy you had back when you were convicting Vic of something he didn't
Without
do?
proof, I might add.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
this is basically persecution, and persecution is kind of it's illegal to do that.
You know
Yeah,
Supposed
something
to be
funny?
illegal.
But
You
it's
want
not.
also,
But
so
his.
you want to hear something funny? I think the Supreme Court should overturn that as well. Think about it.
I
They
mean,
should overturn
but here's the thing,
Overturn
though.
what
pick case.
I guarantee you, if Vic's thing had been picked up by someone like Judge Penny, this shit would have been resolved. But no, we got some asshole who saw that Vic was suing 2 women. He's like, oh well, obviously he's in the wrong. Toss.
the point is it should have been easier that he could sue Mars Girl and Mars Girl will shut up about it and that's it.
Oh, you mean Mars Girl who claimed that the Yakuza's after her? I'm like, bitch, no Yakuza's ain't after you. You're a white girl who keeps trying to hide the fact that you made a racist joke back in the day.
Yeah.
The Yakuza's gonna come after you.
Mr. Anime.
Yeah,
I
They
think
got
the
If they
the
was
big
going
Yakuza has
after her, they
better
would have been
No,
gone.
whoa. PC had something to say. Go ahead, PC.
Mr. Anime, I was gonna say something. Like, I think that, you can have an opinion when it comes to like things that offend you, you know. Obviously, I think that what they need to do if they re-release any content, like have an option, have it as an option. There's a lot of people that don't like, boobs and stuff like that.
I
Have it
actually
like an
talked.
option where you can turn it off. If you don't like boobs, just be able
Oh,
to
it's kind
turn
of
it
like
off.
I, I
Oh,
Have
I got you.
people,
I know what you're talking about
people,
there, PC. I know what you're
yeah,
talking about. It's like the naive angel for Bayonetta 3.
yeah,
or Brutal Legend.
I
They gave you the option to
actually
censor out
talked.
curse
yeah.
words.
I actually talked to a couple Australians about the first South Park game, and I mean the one for like Xbox and stuff, not the one for the N64 back in the day.
Yeah.
Just to be clear. And they said they're annoyed that they got a picture of a koala weeping, explaining what's happening in the alien probing scene.
Yeah.
Like, we know what's happening. You're just pissing us off by making us have to look at this stupid koala.
I know.
Well, that's the reason why I said that. I mean, you can't be mad if you let your governments cuckold you.
And this is why
She's
region
like,
lock is a bad idea.
Yep.
But that's
Yeah,
like
It
what
is
I'm
a bad idea. It's a
like. If you
very
don't
bad
like
idea.
it, then oh well. I mean, there should be an option that lets you turn it off. You can have that option. You shouldn't ruin it for everybody else that wants
Yeah.
to see it.
Mihail, I
That's
mean,
the
what?
thing there, PC. That's just the thing. People just want to freaking be offended for the sake of being offended because they actually had nothing better in their lives. Therefore, they try to actually destroy something that somebody actually really wants to enjoy because we cannot have fun.
That's true.
Well,
True.
if you look at old school Wonder Woman, like say from her conception to like let's say the mid '90s or something, she has a nice figure, and I've seen people complain about it, saying, "Where are her organs?" I'm like, okay, I'll message a link to your comment to my younger sister who's in the Navy and has to be in shape and stuff, and say they think you don't have organs because you look this way.
One thing I do want to bring up real quick. I had to do a thing, but kind of going back to the whole Bayonetta thing for a moment. Like,
Yeah.
even though I hate censorship, we all do. However, this is at least the middle ground where we, the cultured folk, can enjoy seeing Bayonetta be hot and sexy, while the
Never,
next,
it'll
well,
never happen because these wokey scum feel like they have the high ground and should get to say what we should and shouldn't enjoy.
well,
And
the Wokies, they can, sit in front of their mommy and daddy playing the game because I always hear that shit. I always hear these SJWs always talk about how, they need to be careful when they're playing in front of their parents. Like, dude, you're a grown ass man or woman. Grow
Yeah.
up.
yeah. Well, Nathan left.
I mean, are you
I
living
mean,
with your parents? In which case, they really shouldn't be allowed to say anything because, again, you're grown.
Yeah.
But you're not even living with your parents. Why the fuck do you care if they see you playing your game if they visit you?
No, no,
Probably
no.
people, and you want to hear something funny? Most of the people, I wouldn't be surprised. They'd probably be like, "Well, I can't play this game in front of my." They're only using that as an excuse to be like, "Oh, I can't play this game in front of my wife who cheats on me and see with other men."
Really? That's really stupid.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised at using that as an excuse to cover
yeah.
that up.
If your wife doesn't like you playing video games where women have big tatas, how so insecure is she about her figure that she's threatened by a fictional
Yeah.
acidic woman?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
what's even
cause
more?
of divorce for divorce.
What's even
Yeah.
more hilarious? What's even more hilarious is the fact that it's like you or annoyed. How much would I bet that if she was to read, or not even read any hot romance movie,
Romance novels.
yeah,
Yeah.
romance novels, or if she was to watch Magic Mike, it would be okay. But yet here you are, the man, aren't allowed to play X or watch X because it would offend her.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry, but if that
Yeah.
offends her, I'm gonna look on a straight face. I paid for this shit. Go fuck yourself.
And
You read my
besides,
right.
my older sister and my brother-in-law, they're both based because my brother-in-law can play those type of games and he's fine with it, and my older sister's fine with it.
Hell, it's even more worse than my own family members. My own father is fine with the fact I play games. But I know for a fact it's a bit sexual, but
also
he doesn't really care.
recently I've been told that I need to stop playing the cool girl. And I'm like, no, I really like video games and crap
Yeah.
food and stuff. Just because it's become a trope in movies doesn't mean there aren't women like that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that is one thing I will bring up to the whole the trope, I guess you could call it, where it's like, I'm not like other girls.
Ugh.
That's annoying. That is by
And
all means annoying, but yet you
okay.
have real women who are, well, not like other girls, who do enjoy uh playing video games and shit, and yet it's these people, these women, give me a Twitter thoughts name. Bell for
Grim
me,
the
Delphi. Yeah, there you go. Um, they are giving a bad name to females out there like Dee Dee who
Yeah.
actually enjoy these fun games or these fun activities in general.
Yeah, and this also goes back to my main point. There are also women out there. I wouldn't be surprised. Because I remember a long time ago, I met a girl in a Discord server I was in who actually played the Neptunis series. And I'm like, look at him like, is this real life?
Well,
Am I hearing this correctly?
well,
All
guess
right.
what? Guess what? There's women out there who like in cosplay, Seven Kagura, Queensblade, Master
It's true.
Masumi. The list goes on. Like hell, when the Cussy fever was happening weeks ago, there were cosplayers who were,
Wow, that was
uh,
short lived.
Yeah,
yeah, but
to be
Do you
honest, they were
know
like con girls before this Clussy meme happened.
this is what pissed me off about the Cowboy Bebop Faye thing? Because oh well, we redesigned her costume because there was no way you could wear this outfit. I'm like,
Mm.
bitch, when I go to a con, I can't throw a rock without hitting a Faye cosplayer.
yeah, I mean the female cosplayers and some male cosplayers say what up, but of course it's
And
these
if a guy who has extra in the area when it comes to those shorts can make it work, there is no fucking excuse.
Yeah.
But again, it's the whole narrative they wish to spin. They want you to think that all women are just these prudes and they don't approve of sexy women, even though you go to a damn convention and the Nami cosplayers, the
You know how
Faye cos.
type scene? And I mean
Oh,
Playboy bunny girls, not girls, dressed as rabbit.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
All
Hell,
right. Let me
when I went to a free con in Florida at one time, there were several Luca cosplayers from Dragon Maid, and by the way, she had some badonkadonks. There was even a Fluffy cosplayer who has some cake.
I mean,
Ooh.
hell, I remember one year I cosplayed as Luffy, and because one of the girls in the artist alley was dressed as Evita, a girl who was a One Piece fan asked me to stand next to her so she could get a picture.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's the thing. They don't want you to see things that are real.
And
Because if you have Dee Dee walking up and saying, "Hey, asshole, I exist, suck my clit," then that destroys their narrative.
here's the thing. I'm gonna say this to these Wokies. They're just a bunch of sad, miserable people who hate about their lives. I don't know what's bothering them. Either they hate their jobs or anything. And the point is, that's how Mr. Anime said they can't create anything or turn things around for themselves.
Oh,
Hell,
no.
They don't have
When,
imagination.
when someone like me comes along and says, "Hey, I like big-breasted women because I'm part of the community, the queer community," they backpedal and say, "Oh, well, you have internal misogyny." I'm like, for liking big tits? What the fuck? How the fuck is that internal misogyny?
Yeah, it's really
But Danny, though, you
stupid.
gotta remember, women don't like, not supposed to like other women. All women supposed to hate each other, based on these people logic.
Well, then lesbians and bisexual women don't exist then.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there you go. There you go. But one thing to also thought that too, these idiots, they don't care because all they want is their feces. They want all women to look like Abby's ugly ass from the Woke Up Us game.
Oh
They
god.
want
Yeah, God.
they,
I'm
they,
gonna
We are still talking about that shit.
well, that's the only thing. And
We're actually in a time frame where Neil Cuckman decides to actually freaking be a self-insert in one game that he actually fired the creator of just so he can actually just destroy it because he's actually being a freaking simp for Anita Sarkeesian.
oh, by
yeah.
the way, real
And
quick
then
though.
he
I
starts
don't know
calling
how you can be a simp for that
trash.
girl.
Then he
It-
starts
Good
calling
question.
fans trash when they rightfully say, "Hey, we don't like Abby, not because she's muscular, but she basically destroyed two characters that we loved from the first game."
Not only destroyed, but also ruined the story. Upset kills. It's even getting to the point it's bad that I don't like The Last of Us, and I'm gonna publicly say it. I don't like The Last of Us. I think it's a shit game series. But it's even worse when I don't like what they did.
Well, the first game is fine, but the second game, no.
Yeah, I
The
honestly.
first game is okay, I guess.
The only time I ever liked Abby was when someone did fan art of her defending Uzaki-chan because people were saying Abby's what a woman should look like, not this thing here. And someone did fan art of Abby saying, "Don't listen to them; they don't know anything." And I'm like,
Please don't
when
remind me of the
art is,
Uzaki. And,
when fan art is the only way I can like your character, you fucked up.
Yep, exactly.
And it's just absolutely disgusting because they want women to look gross. By the way, men can look as hunky and sexy as possible.
Oh yeah, I noticed they aren't trying to make
we
Superman
all know why.
extra pet.
And
We all know why Omega's a
and you
point.
know, here's into this situation. They calling random men, oh, say, you ugly incels. No, they're not, cause like the only ones who are calling incels are the ones who are incels.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can tell.
because they
I can
feel like
talk to
everything is
him.
entitled to them. That is the literal
Exactly, but
definition of someone who's in solitarily and celibate.
Side of it.
No,
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
Involuntary.
any Wookiee women,
involuntarily celibate. That's the word.
any Wookiee women out there, because I know you're watching this, because I know you can't stand that Mr. A has a woman in his thing from time to time, basically calling you out. Any guy who says, "Oh, you're right, most men are pigs," they're hoping to get into your pants. That's the only reason they're fucking agreeing with you.
They're
Yeah, they
ass
just
kisses. They're literally ass kisses and people pleasers, which is a habit I know too well because I used to
Yeah.
have that habit.
And then if you rebuff them, say, "I only see you as a friend," they will assault you because 9 times out of 10, male quote unquote feminists are predators.
they
Yeah.
want
exactly. Same thing with Paul Feig. I mean, I bet you that the reason why he actually made 2016 Ghostbusters because he wants coochie.
Yeah, it's true.
they
That's
want
me.
But
ladies coochie.
what
That is some extreme cases of wanting some coochie right there.
As for me, I don't even
what
ask for anything.
what made me
Help me,
fucking
to be
laugh
honest.
was
Like that is desperation on a whole new level.
something that made me fucking laugh was there's the three movie box set of the Ghostbusters movie, and then there's the choice to just buy them individually. But there's a code for the 2016 movie, and you don't even have to pay anything for it. Even if you download it, it's free. But so many people just took pictures and posted on Instagram of burning the code. Like, we don't like the movie, we don't want it.
Because
And
it's
it's like,
dog shit.
oh, to be a fly on the wall when he saw people
Extra dog.
burning the codes.
You
Because
know
it's
he
dog
probably you know he probably screamed and read and cried and pissed and shit his pants. With
Honestly,
Dutchers.
I don't think I bother with DVD box sets like the Ghostbuster one because honestly, I think I prefer to get each movie individually, mostly because there's probably going to be another Ghostbusters after that complete series is out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm just saying I found it funny for the people who decided to
Oh
get
yeah,
the
it's so
DVD
funny.
box set. They're
Someone
like,
needs to
who
show us
the
the
fuck
video of
put
that.
this piece of shit with my gold?
Yeah, and the point is, these people who are just being in this woke situation, here's the thing. Here's the thing, they don't even look at the movie Mean Girls, because you know how Mean Girls is, like, they're acting the same way as the ones in the
I
movie.
love Mean
Oh
Girl.
man, I really gotta give this to Vizinger here. He says male feminists don't know how to get any pussy.
That's true.
They can't get any pussy. What are you talking about?
Cats run away from them. That's how bad they're at getting pussy.
Yeah.
Like, the point
Hold on,
is,
hold on, guys. They are so unappealing and so unwanted that when they attempt to masturbate, their hand cramps up automatically.
Oh wow.
Oh, that is actually freaking just. I
That's
love that.
fucked
That is like
up, man.
cool stuff.
They
Like,
wasted
freaking.
all that money on their lotion and tissue.
and let me tell you this, if these idiots call me incel, guess what? I had, like, previous relationships with few women before, but now I'm just taking a break from relationships.
No, yeah, it's understandable.
Where's
It's like
Private Canvas?
Yeah, like I'm gonna listen to a simp tell me that I'm an incel somehow because I don't just say, "Oh yeah, I'll burn my bra in front of people to show how good a woman I am." No, I'd rather not be flopping around unneededly.
Yeah.
Aw.
And you know who's the real incel? Underdog BT.
Yeah,
Who?
and let's not forget Claymore cartoons as well. He's just.
Oh god, oh
Oh
god.
yeah, by the way, Claymore cartoons. You know what's something sad? Maybe you should work on your
What?
art skills and stop being a sort of loser and grow up a bit.
What?
Oh wait, you can't drop the shit.
What black character is he using for his avatar now? Because
Oh,
he's
basically,
already
he's
ruined
got a
two
cartoon
characters.
version of Django from Django Unchained.
Yeah, the previous
Wow.
ones, basically, he kind of like made a reskin version of Morshu.
They're basically
Wow.
shit.
He's unoriginal and he's talentless. Okay, thank you. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
no
yeah,
talent.
What
oh
was his
yeah.
name? Cartoon
Someone,
something?
Claymore, his real name is, or Claymore Cartoon.
I
Oh
forget.
yeah, I seen that guy. Why would you call yourself Claymore Cartoon? You have a Django profile picture. I do
It's
not
even
understand.
sadder.
Yeah.
It's even
It
sadder.
doesn't match.
I forget who posted it in my news section of my Discord, but someone posted a thing about Twitter throwing a fit about another drawing of Knuckles being drawn.
Oh, that was me.
I'm gonna say Japanese, not necessarily white. And I
Yeah.
just posted a GIF from the Grand Theft Auto game of shit, here we go again, because I just think back to that bitch Pearl who took an artist's drawing and used like MS Paint to make Knuckles black. I'm like, not only were you disrespectful to the artist, you did a shit job. I can tell that this was not originally the skin tone Knuckles was in this
And
drawing.
yeah, even though when I was in the Splatoon community, there was some asshole kind of like basically use Photoshop to reskin, like, the Octoling from Splatoon 2 is
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
You
and then
mean
his winner
Pearl?
is black. No, it's Marina, and then they say, "Oh, Marina is black." She's not really black. She's like tanned.
No, Marina is black.
What the fuck? Did these people actually did that shit?
No, I mean, to be fair, Marina is black.
I mean, if you want to give skin tone, sure, but they're supposed to be evolved versions of Squid and stuff.
And the point is, they say, "Oh, if they say, oh, light-skinned women cannot cosplay as Marina." Even same thing with some people say, "Oh, dark-skinned women cannot cosplay as Callie or Marie or Pearl."
Okay.
Who?
I'm
Who said
sorry,
that
but
shit?
I'm sorry, but the minute you say that,
Yeah.
I just think about the people who were assholes to this black girl who cosplayed Sailor Venus saying, "You're not the right skin tone." I'm like, it shouldn't matter. She obviously likes Sailor Venus, so she should be allowed to cosplay Sailor Venus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not just that, but here's the thing. And I'll say it again. I'll say it once. I'll say it again. Cosplaying is for everyone. White,
Yeah.
black, Asian, Mexican, what have
And it's
you.
for fun.
Yeah, it's for fun. At the end of the day,
It's
that's
like
what's
the
hobby.
Starfire thing.
And
thing
the thing is, and even though how Claymore Cartoon BT and those idiots got like
Yeah.
my private photo of me, which was deleted from my Google search, now they try to think, oh, they were trying to body shame me because they think I'm that fat. I'm not fat anymore, you know.
Wow.
No,
And
they took an old picture. I see.
Yeah.
wow, that shows how they show
These
the
people
photos.
so
Oh,
desperate
that
to
just
expose
proves the
someone that took
point.
an old
Because
picture.
if you look up Monica and Bitch Cakes Marchie or Marky, however you say her goddamn stupid last name,
Yeah.
it's always the pictures of them from like 10 or 20 years ago. But if you see them in real life, it looks like they ate beluga whales.
And
Ugh.
and here's the other thing, you know, like Emmett from Twitter, he thinks so he gotta go to California to go harass Vic and everything, cause the drama. And guess what? He revealed himself that he's fat because he kind of did something really stupid to reveal his photo of
Wait.
his wife.
Oh wow, what an idiot, dude.
When these
Also,
SJ,
can we also point out the
He
fact
needs to
that
be more careful next time.
that when we look at people around Vic's age who basically betrayed him, it's like they went to the dark side of the force and their faces are slowly warping like Palpatine's.
Yeah.
And then you look at Vic, who's like on the light side, and he still fucking looks good despite almost being 60.
Oh yeah.
And as for me, I'm like normal weight because I'm no longer overweight anymore
Oh
or
yeah.
obese.
And I
yeah,
found it so funny too as well. Like a lot of these people I've noticed, like they can't even draw for shits and giggles. These be the same people like, oh, you don't know how to draw a woman right. Yet me, I'm like,
And
oh, I'm sorry.
and at the same time, they're the same people who can't even have their time to do some workouts.
You don't say.
Yeah, I can't
Jeez,
draw,
yeah, that is true.
but I at least know to give some semblance of tits when I'm drawing a woman, whether they're small tits, big tits, whatever. I've
Cause
actually
like,
shown some of my rubber hose drawings to Dio. You
yeah.
can vouch for me, Dio.
yes,
Cause like right
and they
now,
all look absolutely amazing.
so right
Hold on
now
a sec,
when
be
I'm
right back.
screenshotting, I'm calling the screenshot on my current artwork I'm doing right now, and this is the one I did a couple days ago, and this is the one I'm also doing right now. This is someone actually gave me a request to, well, pick some dates up, of course. And I've seen the look at these people. So should me and these other artists be punished for doing something? I wonder how that's gonna end well for these people by their logic.
I've also talked about doing a cosplay on places like Reddit, and anyone who's actually seen what I look like in real life say, and when I cosplay for a Jedi called Jedi Mama, just because I got a baby Yoda doll, so I want to carry it around and stuff. But
Aw.
but I figured a female Jedi that cares for the younglings and stuff. And I was told, but Jedi aren't fed; they have to be active. And I'm like, maybe when they're fighting, they have to be active, but you have fucking psychic powers. You don't really need to do much to knock someone away.
Also, there's one Hut who was a Jedi that likes to say hello.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
but be like, but that's different. He's not human. And it's like, but he's still a big chunky boy.
Yeah, nah, that's not Chunky Boy. That's Lord, he coming.
These people logic is bad. Fucking terrible.
Even though I kind of called out Kick Vic as in their gimmick accounts and the people associated them, because the point is they were defending Damien Mills and they were trying to make false
No,
accusations.
no. You're not allowed to defend someone who's definitely proven to be a groomer. You're not allowed to do that.
You want to hear something funny though? Even the same people will be like, "Oh, but Hirohei's evil. How dare he defend Vic Miata and stuff like that?" Like, I'm like,
well, people went after fucking Clownfish because they're like, until we have proof, we can't just assume Vic is bad. And they're like, oh, how dare you? Clownfish supports abusers and stuff. And I'm like, they just asked for fucking proof. I've been asking for fucking proof.
Yeah, same
Give
here.
me a police report. At least a police report, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, there's something about this since there's a police report. But they won't produce a police report, and it fucking drives me nuts because, in my opinion, that is without a police report, I can't fucking take you serious about Vic. Now, when you have proof, like they do with Ronnie Boy, who was revealed to threaten a judge after beating his ex-wife with a remote and threatening the ex-wife's dogs and his son, I might add, then I'll listen to you. But
And
no,
here's the thing. When I look at from the Morgan law firm, like when I look through Google searches, can you sue someone for slander for spreading rumors? And the answer is right there. It says your reputation, career, and home life could be in peril when someone spread false and damaging information about you or your business. However, nobody has the right to ruin your reputation carelessly or maliciously. If you have been a victim of slander and incurring damage as a result, you could sue for defamation.
Pretty much.
also, if I ever meet anyone from the original staff of Rooster Teeth before, Warner Brothers or whoever bought the company out, I am going to tear them a new one saying, your vice president beat the crap out of his wife, and yet you fired Vic without proof he did anything.
And also at the same
I'll join you
time,
with saying Ruby sucks so fucking bad.
they ruined Ruby so badly.
Yeah, I've said it before. The
And
show went downhill after Monty died.
Sus Dry is still my baby though.
and here's the thing with Ruby right now, like the Ruby fandom, they keep saying, "Oh, don't use Monty it's disgraceful," and they harass people who said his name.
But he was the creator.
Yeah.
How can they harass? Yeah, okay, I get what they're trying to say, but harassing people in the name of keeping people's name
I
out,
don't get.
his name
I
out
don't
of
get
people's
what
mouth,
you're about to say.
that's
I,
not
I,
fair.
It's all because
Monty
they
is
listen
rolling in
to
his fucking grave right now.
and
Also, when it comes to Stan Lee, I'm not gonna listen to people smirch Stan Lee because they didn't like some of the comments he did. In all fairness, Stan Lee was a great guy. He
yeah.
actually said that he and his wife wanted to adopt, but because of the time when they would have been allowed to have been parents and stuff, they both had to be the same religion in order to adopt a child because they wanted the child to know their religion.
Fucking ridiculous.
That's
So
a
because
stupid
Stan
law.
Lee was Jewish and his wife was Episcopalian or Catalian, however you say it, they weren't allowed to get a Jewish baby or a Episcopalian baby because heaven forbid the child have to learn about two religions.
Wow. Imagine stopping someone to having the ability to have. That's
It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
fucking retarded.
let me continue what I'm saying,
I
right?
did not
Since
know Stanley was Jewish. Wow.
he's been
Yeah,
Jewish for a long time, because his real name is Dan Lieber something.
Hold on.
and it's
Let's see.
like, so you're going to deny children loving parents because they're not the same religion. You deny children loving healthy homes because Stan Lee was Jewish and his wife was Episcopalian.
Okay, so Stanley's name is Stanley Martin Lieber.
Lieber, yeah.
Yeah.
These people, man. They love this
Yeah,
like.
they
They
just
just
need
like
to fucking
fun.
die, man.
But let me
Seriously.
tell you this. Let me tell you this. When Montium say, "Oh, don't use it," like telling his brother, say, "Don't use his name because of his family's witches," and then the point is, these idiots in the Ruby fandom say, "Oh, they said his name, attack him, cancel him," which is stupid.
You're literally going against this man's wishes when you do that.
Honestly speaking, I'm pretty sure he already aware these people do this shit and probably shaking his head in the grave.
And the point is, Monty's brother doesn't allow harassment.
Which is
Exactly.
the
So these
problem.
people are literally going a crusade to attack people for their own personal fucking gain. They're selfish and they're fucking
I'm going to
stupid.
say this. If we need proof of the afterlife, this be a good time for Monty to come up and be like, fuck you, you don't understand my vision of the show.
And at the same time, I know who caused all this whole drama against me. It's because some guy from Wales by the name of Actor Central VA.
Eh,
And you want to know what? I feel like the guys at Rooster Teeth had something to do with Monty Ohm's death. Like they
Yeah.
had it in on it. Like they made a deal, and Monty Ohm was the sacrifice. You wonder why Ruby is so popular right now with all these video games,
Yeah.
merchandise. It crossover with a Guilty Gear
Are,
wannabe.
are
We
you
all know what
sure
that is.
about? Are you sure about that? Because I watch a lot of dumpster dive channels, and one of them was at a GameStop, and they pulled out a bunch of Ruby Funko Pops that were marked for a penny. A penny. And no one wanted to buy them. That's how bad it's gotten. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm not even paying 1 cent for this.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
made a deal, but they didn't understand the repercussions behind that deal. They didn't know they was gonna get gypped and they was gonna get fucking played. That's the thing. That's what happens when you make a deal with the devil, people.
Yeah. That's true.
So I feel like they sacrificed Monty Ohm for more popular. I felt like that bitch who is a Tifa hater, I will confirm, fucking Miles Luna secretly hated Monty Ohm.
yeah.
Why didn't they sacrifice the vice president? He was a wife beater, so no one would miss him.
Yeah.
Because you want to know why? Because they probably had a soft spot for him instead of Monty.
Yeah.
Because they knew Monty is an Asian man. Because you could tell people at Rooster Teeth was a little racist. He was an Asian man who created something that was
Oh,
actually pretty good,
oh,
and they got him
okay, yeah,
killed. Why?
I can believe that because if y'all know, I think it's Phil Lamar. He was the host of Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
His daughter worked for Rooster Teeth for a short while, and she eventually left because she couldn't handle the abuse they gave her. And they're like, "You're not going to tell your dad on us, are you?" I'm like,
Fuck
honestly,
it.
if my dad was if my dad was the host of Reading Rainbow, I damn well would tell him, so he could get the lawyers involved to deal with your fucking asses.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Listen, these people at Rooster Teeth, they are fucking racist.
It's
They
true.
abuse that girl. They are
You're not.
fucking racist. They
You're not
are.
wrong on that.
They are.
This
And
is
Miles
why I
Luna, he's probably the
boycott
most
Rooster
racist,
Teeth.
and he's probably the most feminist of them all. Oh, Tifa is the woman of the night. I bet this dude jacked off to that Death Battle Yang versus Tifa over and over. All of that
Oh
bullshit. This
God.
guy is a
God.
fucking idiot. I cannot stand Miles. And guess what? Like, I think I seen an interview once. It was on YouTube. It was like around 2016 and such, or 2014. I watched the old interview, right?
Yeah.
I've seen, I think it was Monty and him and Miles Luna. I looked at Miles Luna. He looked at a Monty. Like I looked at Miles Luna close. I was like, and then Miles Luna was giving him this look. I was like, yo, why are you looking at him like that? I was like, oh my god, like,
I mean,
These people.
uh
I want to be surprised that it's full of racists, but it was founded in Texas, so
X's.
Yeah.
Them.
I
basically in
can't
the
be having
South,
false memory. I knew I saw something like that.
Even though.
when it comes to the South, you want to be surprised that there's racists in a company, but then it's the South. It'd be more surprising if there weren't racists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could confirm this as someone who lives in the South, so.
Wow,
Yeah.
man. This fucking dude, fucking Miles Luna, man.
And
He
yeah,
is
here's the
such
other. All right.
this dude is a fucking he's a wild one for me. Like
But
I
let's
said, they
continue.
sacrificed Monty, dude.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
going back to the point I think we mentioned before. I'm just like looking at these people who literally call Mr. A like a pedophile. Like I'm like, dude, what do you people ever on? Like, hey, give us proof. Where's the
Yeah.
proof? Tell us
They,
something
they
we
keep
don't
going
know.
after this dude. I was like, do you
I,
want to have sex with this fucking guy or something? Like, what?
Oh
What
no,
are you
no.
doing?
I decided to look Miles Luna up because it's been a while since
Yeah.
watching anything from Rooster Teeth because I was so disgusted at them firing
And
Vic without proof. This this guy has put on pounds. I can't
damn.
trust
Yeah,
this
he
guy.
has.
Oh God, I can't look at him.
Oh man. Also, mind you, Monty Ohm loved Tifa. That's who he based his character Yang
It's
off of.
true.
See, listen, it all comes together. It all comes together.
You're talking
We
about
love
Tifa from Final
Tifa.
Fantasy VII.
Miles Luna hate Tifa. And then Miles Luna is talking shit about Tifa on Twitter, saying she's a woman of the night. That is all to spite Monty Ohm. He hated Monty Ohm, man. He hated him.
You're talking
And
about
he was a
Tifa.
racist towards him because he didn't like Asians.
Yeah,
Wait,
well, I have
hold
his
on a
face
second.
memorized, so if I ever meet him, I'm gonna tear him a new one saying, "You are a fucking racist bastard, and I hope you get kicked in the
Hold
nards."
on a sec. Be
Tell
right
him
back.
why. Tell him why. Tell exactly why.
I'm confused. You're talking about Tifa from Final Fantasy VII or something completely different?
Team Ruby.
Hey,
Oh,
Team
so
Ruby.
where's
gotcha.
Mr.
I didn't
Anime?
say it like that. Team Ruby. Yeah. This guy. Hold on. Look, let me pull up a picture of this.
Guys, where's Mr. Anime?
Yeah,
I had
Well, if it goes over time, what can you do?
all we can do is
That's
wait.
off.
well, to be fair, it's only 1 to 40. 1 hour and 40 minutes.
True.
As long
I
as
just
back before the 2 hour mark, he'll be within the thing. But if it goes over time, well, he's the one who has to turn it off. The only thing we can do is leave, and even then, it could still continue running while we are gone. You know?
yeah, it'd be kind of rude in a way.
Yeah, I mean, we can stick around and still talk about topics, though.
I mean,
True.
I'm pretty sure, like
True.
more than likely, one of his family members, like, hey, can you do a thing? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Mr. A kind of needs to have a sit down and say, hey, I have a thing to do, so could we hold off until after?
I mean, yeah, like, okay,
Yeah.
for example, when someone calls for you and you need to do something, you don't know if you're going to be there for a while, or you don't know exactly what the person has in store for you because they don't tell you at that particular moment. They just need you for something. You don't
Oh,
know
hey, but
exactly how long you're going to be there.
I just I just want to say this real quick. So the Undertale stream for this Friday is going to be canceled because I have something to do on Friday. So sorry if I disappoint you guys.
That's understandable.
You already disappoint us, Shadow.
You don't disappoint me. You're kind and you're awesome. The
Oh
kindest
yeah.
freaking
At least you're
YouTuber I've
letting
seen
people
so
know,
far.
so that's all that matters. So.
Oh yeah. Shadow, you want to tell them about the Star Wars alien I showed you that I said you'd probably like to play as in a Star Wars themed campaign?
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
It looks like a plague doctor.
Yeah, pretty much. But also, if we ever do that D&D Star Wars campaign, since you both have lightsabers and I don't, can I have like a lightsaber too, but make sure it came from the Sith?
Oh, and to be fair, you could still be like Han Solo, just have a shooter.
Yeah, you just have a blaster.
Yeah.
I know,
That's kind of funny, though. You guys want to hear something
I
interesting?
thought I want to have a lightsaber too.
I just
Assuming
want
we
Besides,
both have-
I'd rather stick to the original lore where only Jedi can use the lightsaber and not Kathleen Kennedy's thing, because I was so fucking pissed that they went for Rey instead of staying on Finn. I'm like, I want to know about Finn. I don't give a fuck about Rey.
No one
Dude,
did.
Finn
Wait,
was done so dirty. They turned him into like a side comedy
Quick
relief.
question. Wait, who? Who's this rape person? I don't remember this rape person. Does she
You
exist?
don't know who Rey is?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Ah,
But seriously
Please
though,
don't
kinda
do
knew
that.
who she
I'm not
was.
doing it. It's sarcasm.
if I ever were to get a lightsaber, can it be one from the Sith, like the red one?
well, you have to at least have some reason why you're using it, because again, if we're going by the lore and not the shit lore, then you have to at least be a Jedi at some time. Like with my character. My character is an Asnat, or how you say the name. Basically, the space vampire who sucks your brain out with the, cheek tentacles and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like,
I
my
mean,
whole.
there actually is a character named Asajj, I think, who basically became like a bounty hunter or something after her master died.
With mine, it's because the Asnet are a race of aliens who they have to feed on, brains. Um, the creator gonna have kind of like a stink eye every now and then because like, oh, you're an evil vampire alien thing. You're gonna kill us one day or whatever. One day he just says, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna be a bounty hunter. Screw you guys. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
I my character that I use, because I'm never able to get enough players to not warrant me making a character for myself. But the character I made is an Ewok, and I'm actually watching videos on how Ewok speaks to try and get it down. I will give translations.
Okay, so my character's backstory, what I got for him, so he could be a Sith at first, like learn the Force and have a lightsaber, but after realizing the injustices he had committed, he decided to leave, but take his lightsaber and his powers. So
Yeah.
I mean, studying it during the time period of the Mandalorian, so that it wouldn't have to be a thing of, oh, you have to be a Jedi. The only problem is, again, I really don't want to go with the Disney version of Star Wars, because I hated that. I wanted to see Finn. Finn was interesting. I mean, the only thing I wanted to know about Rey was, why was she left on Jakku? That was about it. Finn, I'm like, holy shit. Was he able to break the brainwashing because he's a Jedi? Was he an orphan when they picked him up, or did he have family? Did the family give him up, or were they killed so they could take him? So many questions I wanted answered.
Maybe
Instead,
they'll
let's
retcon it.
focus on the woman.
They'll probably retcon it and make it about Finn, but again, they
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
gonna
work on
say
the
it's
Ray and
too
all that.
fucking late, Disney. You had a chance the first time and you
Alright.
chose fucking Ray.
Alright, we got enough with the whole Star Wars situation because I got annoyed by that a lot.
Yeah.
also for my character, do we could he be called Darth Plagueis because he's both a Sith and looks like a plague doctor as like a little joke?
Shout out, you could have married Sue, so help me.
It's a joke.
Oh, Mr. A is back.
Mr. A
Yeah,
is back.
Mr. A's back.
Finally.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to take care of my mom's dog.
Oh,
You
wait
made
a minute.
me
You have a tattoo?
so hard at that suggestion, Shadow. I threw my back out.
Sorry. I just wanted to make like a little joke.
Fat Shadow, you're going into the dungeon with the Iranicol.
Yeah, okay,
Well,
so...
all I just want, all I need to know is that I want to be a former Sith.
Okay.
Okay, we got...
I'm sorry if you feel like you have to be a Jedi. It's just that, again, I don't like Kathleen Kennedy's take. I mean, for fuck's sake, George Lucas wrote a Bible for her to follow, and she threw it away to do her own fucking Mary Sue fan fiction.
Okay. I guess he could become a reformed character and become a Jedi, but at least have the red lightsaber.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, guys, speaking of, just push, Star Wars aside, well, you know about the plan for Explosion Comics, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even though, like, I don't mind to join in, cause the point is, I'm still working on my graphic novel series.
I'm a little behind because unfortunately Twitter yeeted me, so I have to rely on people telling me things.
I deleted my own Twitter, so...
And I don't have Twitter because I refuse to acknowledge that there's more than two genders.
For me, I already locked my Twitter because I don't want to get into no more drama.
For me, I've got myself banned multiple times in the past. The point I beat banned, so I don't want to be part of the anti-bodycon people.
And at the same time, I will think about deleting my Reddit account.
Hey, Mr. Anime.
Hello, sweet release, baby.
Dakota.
I like
Oh,
that.
hey, that's Pexy.
I'm
Also,
a girl myself, but okay.
Hey, Mr. Anime, are you really still mad about what Anime AJ happened? I mean, I know he's a bit kind of, I talked to the guy. He's a bit.
Asshole.
Look,
He's not. No.
look,
He's not an asshole. He is not an
Oh, okay, okay,
asshole.
okay,
He's just
okay.
a guy who he's just a guy who likes to point out what he thinks. He's a guy who really likes to point out what he thinks about certain things and what he believes in and all of that. So he's not
look.
an asshole.
I'm not mad.
Alright.
I'm just willing to. I just want to freaking bury the hatchet with the guy and try to move on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully, he'll
basically,
be better than sad fat Betty.
No, he's way
Yeah.
better than that guy. He is not that much of an asshole.
Like I said, hopefully he's better than sad fat Betty.
yeah.
I mean, if you say so, then I guess we have to take his word, though. Right, guys?
And I always giggle whenever, because I'll now and then go to one of his newer videos and say, "Oh, hey, sad fat Betty," and it always brings a warm, fuzzy feeling to my heart when he starts screaming, "Stop calling me that!"
Oh,
I mean,
wait. Hold on. I'm not fat, jackass.
Oh,
You are not Eric
I
Cartman, so
can't believe
shut
that
up.
freaking dude. I can't believe Blake Bo just actually had to say that.
Pepsi Man!
Oh,
Pepsi
Pepsi
Man.
Man, so corny. It's
Oh,
so
And
funny how
God.
corny he is.
and here's the thing with the situation with and one thing about with fat phobia. Here's the thing: they try to say, "Oh, call fat man creeps, predators," which is kind of like really stupid.
But women are goddesses when it comes to fat women.
Yeah. Oh, also,
Yeah. In fact, body shaming much? I mean, I'm trying to actually watch my weight here, but I'm trying to actually freaking better myself, and at least I have a job. I am actually moving around a lot. I'm not sitting behind some desk all day, freaking getting fat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Didi.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting some pictures from my folder that involves the Age of Heroes. Is it okay if I delete Mary, or should I keep her? Cause like we already seen her, so
Well, she accidentally drank a bottle of water that came from the fountain of youth, so technically she's not old anymore.
true. Alright.
I mean, why? Again, I just started watching Isagunda's video about like the whole freaking thing about like the Golden Girls in 30. What?
In the
30
I
future.
watched the pilot and I'm like, they massacred my girl Sophia. They massacred her so badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, seriously, is everything just freaking a joke to these people?
Yes.
That's a good question, Ms. A.
Yeah.
I wondered that myself.
Even though like they kind of respected Betty White's legacy, of course.
At this point, I'm
Not
kind of.
just
But I
Betty
can
White,
only
but
hope.
all the Golden Girls. B. Arthur and all those girls.
I can only hope that whoever Betty White has left as family comes forward and says, if you release this shit, we will sue you to hell and back.
Yeah.
I would disown her and sue her back.
Yeah, but I also need some ideas about how to actually freaking, make fun of both Magical Girl Friendship Squad and Heidi Guardian Spice.
Ugh. God,
Uh,
shit.
I only hear about this garbage, but besides, since my series will be better than this stupid woke series, to be honest.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. You want to do something with the Golden? If you want to do something with the Golden Girls, what I would like is
Usually.
because they've done a new thing.
Yep.
They've done a new show called with Scooby Doo called Guess Who, and it's basically Scooby movies with celebrities. But what I would love is like Scooby movies where they would sometimes have fictional characters like Batman. I would love them to do a crossover with the Golden Girls. And you could have something like based off the skunk ape of Florida, since the Golden Girls live in Miami.
That would make sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. But
If they don't fuck it up, of course.
that freaking, and I bet you that freaking, what do I want to say there? Elena would actually like that too, or should I say Maggie Negan?
Mm-hmm.
I
The
mean,
one thing See, the one that I noticed though about the woke, they're not open-minded. They're very closed-minded.
They're
They're kind
not.
of be. They're
Yeah.
very. They're so-called. Oh,
Oh, did I
what?
forget to mention that Rosemary from High Guardian Spice is even more of a Mary Sue, an annoying version of Maru Kakaname
Oh
I
no,
from
we all know
Madoka
that.
Magica?
We all
Can I
know that.
please legally have the right to Stranglehold? I just can't stand that character, to be honest.
Oh, like what's funny is I was watching a video. Some guy was reviewing the TV show. I was like, how can we keep talking about it? It's because this right here is the perfect what not to do when making a character. Because Rosemary, first of all, she's supposed to be the silly, goofy character, and yet she comes off more as annoying and stupid. Like you look at characters like Mina Shido from My Hero Academia or Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony, or insert the goofy female character. They're at least entertaining to listen to. But
Oh yeah.
and not just that, but at least when they make a joke, it makes sense, even though it might not be funny. It's still like I remember that one air quotes joke that Rosemary was trying to make, where well that's not problem for a dragon because it has a lighter forehead or some shit. It's like what
What
what?
is this
not
trend
funny.
shit?
Listen, I'm going to say it like this: Heart I know is better than both characters all day, every day.
I'm gonna be an asshole and say this.
Oh,
I think Zoomers can make better memes than that, and I'm being
oh,
honest about it.
Yeah.
guys, they people in Hollywood should be looking to Doug Walker and anyone who works for him because they do a better job of coming up with story scenarios than Wokies. You know how I despise the 2016 Ghostbusters movie? Doug Walker and his crew actually came up with a competent story that made it good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I'm
It
like,
needs a theme.
when a bunch of guys can make the girl power Ghostbusters movie good, you need to look to them when it comes to story ideas.
Pretty much.
And I just
Yeah,
have one thing I
exactly.
want to throw up there. Also since I yeah, Nep, you weren't here yesterday. Just for it out there, if you are ever interested in Western comic books that aren't indie, again, massive props to Repra, you deserve it.
Oh
Yeah.
But
no, yeah, I knew about that. I heard
but
about the fact
oh
that
no no
he.
no, what I was gonna suggest is also if you're a comic fan, the IDW Sonic series is still in current year. It is amazing. Good character designs. There's some, good jokes. Also likable characters, and they're all women or female characters who are actual female characters, not obnoxious Mary Sue's.
Hold on a sec.
And I also want to bring one thing out too because I remember watching, not watching, but listening to the CVR, the top 10 things we want anime to stop, and one of it was they didn't like the meek characters in anime. The shy girl in anime. I'm like,
What
I
the
want to
fuck?
know. I want to know what are these people's thoughts on going to the West here. What are their thoughts on Fluttershy from My Little Pony and Whisper from IDW Sonic?
Oh, I'm sorry. So I guess Meek and Shy killed is a problem nowadays. Shit, I
Like,
guess I gotta stop being so timid and introverted and shy in real life. I gotta be like these people then. So obnoxious and annoying then.
no, it's okay for
Did
you
they
because you're a male.
mention neat characters? NEET.
Yeah, Meek as
Yep.
in the hi,
No, neat,
Neat.
NEET.
As in not in education.
Basically, people who are shut-ins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and they didn't say anything about them. They only
Oh, of
those.
course, because they themselves are shut-ins, and if they called that out, then well, we're basically calling ourselves bad,
I mean,
and you are
you
bad.
you already bad. What the
that,
hell are
that,
you
Anyway,
talking?
guys, let's call it good here because
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
well,
almost
hold on.
towards the 2 hour mark. So let's
Hold
call
on.
it good.
Let me at least finish this one thing. Like there was four types of female tropes that they wanted gone. The fan service because boobies are evil to these virgins. The
That's
meek,
body shaming.
Yeah, the meek characters because they don't like the shy girls. The useless girl, which I can understand, Sakura did absolutely nothing for the most part, and a lot, but that's understandable.
We can only be grateful that Naruto ended up with Hinata instead.
Yeah.
But also the other thing is they didn't like the Ginkai girl, aka the action girl. In other words, the Rainbow Dash and Tango.
So, in other words, we want strong, independent women, but we don't want the women who can actually, be of use to characters.
Exactly. Again,
That makes no sense. That's a
Yeah.
contradiction.
because it's SJWs. Did you expect logic?
I guarantee
Yeah,
you, if
so
the draft were to come back, these women be like, "Oh no, I should be in the kitchen. I don't need to be in war." Guarantee you,
let's
they'd be
wrap this
like,
up.
"I need to get my ass back in the kitchen."
All right.
Yeah,
We need
let's
to
wrap
wrap
it
this
up.
up, guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get our final goodbyes out of the way.
Can I go first?
Why don't
My
we start with you?
die. Can I go first? My phone's about to die.
All right, Diddy,
Okay.
go first.
Okay, Hollywood, start looking to people like Doug Walker. They actually know how to write stories. And again, for the love of God, get actual queer people to write your queer characters because straight people can't write queer to save their lives. Goodbye.
Oh, I want
All
to
right.
go too.
Go ahead.
So stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you. And I guess I'll see you next Monday.
All right. Anyway, Neo.
All I have to say is keep rocking the dragon and keep the love of your Can of Heart franchise alive. You guys need to go on Steam and buy a Can of Heart 3 Love Max 6 stars extended.
All
Or
right.
buy the game for
Anyway,
Xbox 360.
yep. And Shiny.
Well, I'm gonna say this. To all lolicons out there, just be aware. Don't let these degenerates try and ruin your life. All I can say this: enjoy what you like,
They're the real
and
degenerates.
live rent free anyway. So, and don't forget to work hard and get good, everyone. So, and also please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other pages. So, I'll see you then, and peace out.
All right. Yep.
All I can say is this: to fellow autocons, you want to own them, draw something, create something. Don't let them stop you. If they tell you to stop, tell them to go fuck off.
Yeah. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do.
That's true.
Yeah.
You
All right.
So go ahead.
All right, Dio.
Well, it's fun. Support Ripper. Support his comic. It
All
looks
right.
awesome. I'm pretty sure it is because there's a lot of hype behind it. Also support Sonic IDW. Is a good comic. It isn't woke trash. Support all Indiegogo projects and any other games that aren't related to what SJWs create. Don't listen to the SJWs. They don't care about you. They only care for their own fee-fees.
And their
And
clout.
yeah. And other than that, remember to let your desires burn brightly.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all coming on board and dealing with my craziness as usual. And as always, guys, just remember these 4 things. Respect the licensed fan service. Enjoy your fandoms. Embrace your degeneracy. Anime is freedom. And until the next time we meet again, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, God,
God,
anime, like
anime,
a
fuck up.
big titty
Waifu.
waifu,
Yeah,
fucking
fucking
speed.
speed.
Pussy is better than best.